Be the convener of this particular international conference. I'm Dr. Nanda Kishor, an associate professor at the Department of Politics and International Studies, Pondicherry University. At the very outside, Manin Indresh ji, Professor Gurmeet Singh ji, Professor Shanti Shri Dulipudi Pandit, Shri Selva Ganapati ji, Mr. Srinivas, and also Mr. Babu. All the invited speakers, dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, and students. It's indeed an honor to have you all of you here in Pondicherry in this evening. As the Prime Minister said, we should recognize the imperative of all states in the region and whose with interest in it to work collaboratively to safeguard the oceans, including from the plastic litter, build capacity and fair share of resources, reduce disaster risk, enhance science and technology, academic cooperation, promote free and fair, mutually beneficial trade and cooperation, along with maritime transport, is what he said. Now, keeping in mind this and the larger interest, Pondicherry University, in collaboration with HORA, is organizing this international conference on Reminiscence of Eternal Brotherhood, Diversity, Inclusion, and Mutual Respect. The international seminar wishes to enhance people-to-people contact and mutual respect for each other's culture and wants to promote and enhance the knowledge of the past and work for the future. Rising India's economic clout and recent changes in India's external environment have uplifted India's status globally. India now stands at a critical juncture, preparing herself to become a responsible stakeholder in the emerging global, regional, economic, and security architecture. Now, realizing the virtue of India's geographical location at the heart of the Indian Ocean, the Indian government, under the leadership of the Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, is preparing to take a larger responsibility for securing the Indian Ocean, which we also call as the Hind Ocean, and promoting regional mechanisms for the collective security and economic integration. Now, the Indian Ocean holds immense importance due to a variety of reasons. It's a vital maritime trade route connecting Africa, Asia, West Asia, and Australia. It facilitates the movement of goods, resources, and energy, making it a significant thoroughfare for the international trade. At the same time, the Indian Ocean is home to diverse marine ecosystem and a rich plant and animal species biodiversity. Now, these ecosystems contribute to the global ecological balance and sustain the fishing and tourism industries in the region. It holds immense value for both the countries bordering it and the global community. Now, more than that, as this being a cultural connect, the Chola dynasty of the South India had a significant link with Southeast Asia during the medieval period, particularly between the 9th and the 13th century. Now, this connection was primarily driven by trade, cultural exchanges, and political interactions. The Cholas, known for their maritime prowess, engaged in extensive trade with Southeast Asian kingdoms. They established trade routes and ports along the Bay of Bengal, facilitating the exchange of goods such as spices, textiles, precious metals, and gemstones. Indian languages, art, architecture, religion, particularly Hinduism, and administrative systems were introduced and adapted by local communities. Now, they undertook naval expeditions and military campaigns, leading to the ruling of territories in Southeast Asia without colonizing the natives. Now, these included areas like Sri Lanka, the Maldives, Malayan Peninsula, Sumatra, and parts of the present-day Indonesia. The Cholas established ruling dynasties in some of these regions, leaving a lasting impact on local governance and society. The Chola architecture, characterized by intricately sculpted temples and the grand structures, left a lasting impact on Southeast Asian architecture. The influence of the Chola temple architecture can be seen in various monuments and temples in Southeast Asian countries like Cambodia, Thailand, and Indonesia. The cultural ties between the Cholas and the Southeast Asian kingdoms were strengthened through the exchange of scholars, poets, artists, and religious leaders. Now, these exchanges contributed to the spread of knowledge, literature, and the art between the two regions. The Chola Kings maintained diplomatic relations with various Southeast Asian rulers. Inscriptions and records reveal the existence of alliances, trade agreements, and royal gifts exchanged between the Chola rulers and the rulers of Srivijaya, Khmer Empire, and the Southeast Asian polities. Now, this historical connection played a significant role in the shaping of culture, social, economic, and political landscapes of both the Chola Empire and the Southeast Asian kingdoms. Now, that comes as a backdrop to which we wanted to hold this particular conference, mooted by HORA and ably assisted by Pondicherry University in collaboration. We have been able to bring all of you here. It's indeed an honor to have each one of you here, having participated in the previous editions as well, and for this edition also you have taken your gracious time and been here. A hearty welcome to each one of you. Now I'll request our scholars who have worked for this conference to honor the guests who have been here. I request Dr. Ritesh to come and hand over a bouquet to Sri Indresh ji. I request Mr. Shashi Bhushan to come and deliver a bouquet to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Pondicherry University, Sri Gurmeet Singh ji. I request Mr. Manish to come and honor Professor Shanti Shri Pandit, Vice Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru University. I request Mr. Deepak to come and honor our Honorable MP Selva Ganapati and also the reception committee chairman of this conference. I request Mr. Harsh Aryan to come and hand over a bouquet to Mr. Srinivas Rao, the General Secretary of HORA. Lastly, I request Parshuram Sahu to come and hand over a bouquet to Mr. Babu, the in charge of HORA, Pondicherry. Now I request the chairman of reception committee, Sri Selva Ganapati, to come and give his welcome remarks.
Namaskar. I feel it is a deemed privilege to extend warm welcome to all of you, the grand land of Puducherry. Respected Sri Indresh Kumarji and my beloved friend, Vice Chancellor for Pondicherry University, Professor Gurmeet Singh ji, Professor Santi Sri Pandit ji, Mr. Srinivasa Rao, Dr. Nanda Kishor, and all the invited scholars and speakers, my dear brothers and sisters. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the city of Puducherry, a Karma Bhumi. Sri Aurobindo and the mother were laid the foundation for Indian culture in Puducherry, and it is the city of culture. Speaks about the volume of our country, Bharat. I am glad to welcome you all as a reception committee chairman of this program. I am really happy to be part of this program, which has got immense value and importance. India's relationship with Southeast Asia in the 21st century has been shaped by various political, economical, and cultural factors. Politically, India has sought to strengthen its ties with other countries in Southeast Asia through various diplomatic engagements. This includes active participation in regional organizations such as Asian Association of Southeast Asian Nations and the East Asia Summit and India's Look East policy. Now it has been changed as the Act East policy by our Narendra Modi ji, and it has been instrumental in enhancing its engagement with the region. Economically, India has been working towards increasing its trade and investment linkages with South Asian countries. The India-Asian Free Trade Agreement, which came into the effect in 2010, has played a key role in promoting bilateral trade. India has also been involved in infrastructural development projects in the region, contributing to connectivity and economic integration in terms of cultural exchanges. India and Southeast Asian countries have